Hello everybody, it's David F. So I've made it to 10,000 3v3 wins, and today I wanted to show you the most important things I learned along the way. So the first thing I want to talk about is positioning. You may hear pros talk about position, but what exactly is position, and how do you apply it to your game? It may seem complex, but it's not as difficult as you might think. And once you do understand, it will make a huge difference in your game. So here's the basics. In every team comp, there is a mid and 2 lanes. I'm going to show you how it works and why it works in this game. So as you can see, everyone starts spreading out like they should. The Mr. P's having a 1v1, the Nita and Max matchup, and then the Rico and Tara matchup. So everybody's trying not to die, because once someone does, we can push up. Like right there, the Mr. P died, and then we were able to pinch Tara with no one putting pressure on our Mr. P. Eventually, our pressure caused by us positioning ourselves correctly leads to a goal for us. On this next kickoff, the mistake they make is that they all run to the right side over here, and that leaves the left side open for us to make a play. While they 2v1 the Nita for no reason, Ashil passes the ball to me and I score, because the left is completely left open. Once you win your 1v1, make sure to always pinch another brawler who's in a 1v1 with one of your teammates. You always want to be pressuring. If you are executing positioning correctly, you'll see more angles open up for you to shoot the other team at, and less angles for them to shoot you at. If no one is contesting your lane, make sure to move all the way up and pressure them as much as you can. I should note that if you're playing with randoms, see where they're playing. Are they taking the mid? If so, you should take a lane. And vice versa. So those are the basics of positioning. Let's move on to my next tip. The next thing I want to talk about is playing slow. What that means, in a nutshell, is not rushing things, chipping your super, and not feeding your opponent's super. It does not mean walking up and spamming auto aim and hoping that you win. If you have a tough matchup, for example, Shelly versus Sprout, the worst thing you can do is try and walk up to her and kill her, when that's just never going to happen, at least if there's a wall. Your primary job is just to keep the Sprout from moving up on your teammates. Once one of your teammates wins their 1v1s, they can help you out with the Sprout, and then you can move up. You just cannot die, because then you give up the position. Also, back to the thing about hitting your opponents without getting hit. If you can get your super first, that gives you an advantage, and them a disadvantage. So always try and do that. That wraps up playing slow. Now, on to my final tip. My third and final tip is that if you are up against cryingman_YT or SSG Bobby, then you close your game and take a little break, because you'd be wasting your time if you tried to beat him. I've tried it many times and I've never been able to pull it off. So if you see them, good luck. And that's pretty much all I have today. If you watched this far, I guess that means that you enjoyed it. So if you did enjoy it, consider leaving a like, maybe subscribing. That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, see you in the next one. Goodbye.